Welcome, whoever you are, which I only assume is, I assume it's Judy Lee. If so, hello, Judy. Whoever is here, feel free to say hi. I am working on the prank chapter. Let me fix this. Set window capture to the prank. Minimize this. So who do we got joining us today? Hey, Judy. I figured you were here. You're always a very loyal watcher, which I deeply appreciate. As always, invites are welcome. I'll put that up in the top here. Invites welcome. I feel like I haven't had a stream recently where you haven't at least been in the audience, and it's nice to know that you're there. So thank you. Just trying to find something to listen to while I write. I enjoy talking to you too. Oh yeah, I forgot I looked that up. Oh my god. I looked up Mobius strip pasta recipe because I wanted to do like a mathematical pasta dish. Yes, you did mention that it was an electrical fire and it wasn't the stove. So I'm having ChatGPT read my work that I have so far and then not write it for me or directly tell me what to write or whatever. I'm having it give writing lessons on topics that could be used to expand the piece. So, like the first time it wrote about like what was it? What did it first teach me about? I learned about internal conflict, how to build narrative tension through internal conflict, how to strengthen foreshadowing. And this time it wants to teach me about subtext. So let's go down here and write this quick, just so I have it. Subtext critiques. Subtext lesson. Actually, no, I should put this all in a separate document. Give me a sec. Go to Drive. Go to Stories. Create a new folder called, or a new document, actually, called Lessons. Okay. So let me just copy over some of these notes. I don't suck at math personally. Math was actually one of my strongest subject in school. It was math, then it was science, and then history and English kind of tied for like my least favorite. Yeah, I'm asking it suggestions on how to write a book. I'm just not asking it how to write, not how to write the book, but I'm not asking it to write the book for me. I'm asking it to give me concepts that I could use of like different types of narrative prose, as well as I specifically said this. I said, give me two examples of the topic written out like in a narrative form, but not at all related to any topics from my book. So that way I couldn't just copy it and paste it over. I'd actually have to do some thinking about how to relate what I see in this or how I can modify something in order to add it to the piece. So I figure it's a better way to get my brain going without straight up just stealing shit from ChatGPT. It's a way to actually challenge myself. So where was I? First off, Bob's Burgers. Let's keep listening. God damn it. No. That's subtext. I haven't learned much about the Victorian era. God damn it. Oh, wow, that's creepy. I'd love to check out a place like that. Surrounded by cigarette smoke? That's messed up. That's freaky. I found, okay. Oh, an old military fort. That's cool. Fort Bellefontaine. I see the staircase. The Lewis and Clark NHT Visitor Centers and Museums. Oh, that's pretty cool. It is freaky. They saw a soldier. Oh, that's creepy. Oh, that'd be so cool to see. I've always wanted to experience a haunting. By the way, hello to everybody else here. If anybody is interested, I am welcoming invites into the stream. I am using StreamYard, so obviously I can just send you guys a link over email and you guys can hop in if you want to chat. Judy is telling me about her haunted location experiences. I've always been a skeptic about like haunted experiences, but I've always been intrigued to at least visit like haunted locations and see if I could like sense anything or experience anything that could possibly change my viewpoint. Oh, damn. All right. Have a good night, Judy. Thanks for stopping by. It's 11:03. Okay. I want to eat something. I don't know what though. I'm fucking hungry. All right. I'm not gonna eat just because it's fucking late. I know if it's gonna fuck with everything. Just give me 1 minute. So I'm having ChatGPT try to help me with subtext, and I'm asking it to give me like a response from Jordan, and I have to try to reply with a response from Vivian. It's actually kind of difficult. So like here's the version they gave me. He exhaled slowly, running a hand through his hair. Right, because my thoughts are just another one of your playgrounds, huh? His voice was flat, but his grip on the phone said otherwise. She knew where to dig, and she never had to dig far. And I have to figure out a short response. Oh, okay. So I said Vivian made herself comfortable on his bed, pulling an incorporeal version of the hacky sack from his desk. She tossed it repeatedly into the air before catching it again. Playgrounds usually have challenges to overcome, unlike you. It said, what works well? Nonchalant disrespect. Vivian downplays Jordan's resistance, implying that he isn't even worth the effort. A great way to assert dominance without direct aggression. Symbolism in action. The hacky sack is a fantastic physical metaphor. She's idly toying with something insignificant, just like she toys with him. Instead of arguing, she makes herself comfortable in his space, reinforcing her control. How you could sharpen it further. Consider making her insult feel even more direct yet cutting. Indirect yet cutting. Right now, unlike you, is a clear dig, but she could phrase it in a way that forces Jordan to interpret the insult himself, which would feel even more condescending. I'm just going to try to rewrite it. I'm going to keep what I have, except get rid of the last two words and try to fuck with it. To make her insult feel even more indirect yet cutting. You know, let's see what it said. Vivian made herself comfortable on his bed, one leg crossed over the other. Pulling an incorporeal version of the hacky sack from his desk, she tossed it lazily into the air. Catch, toss, catch. Playgrounds have obstacles, goals, something to make them interesting. She rolled the hacky sack between her fingers, smirking. Shame, really. Now, I don't feel that this works that as good as... I mean, that the narrative descriptors are good, but I mean, yeah, no. Upon reading it a second time, I see it. Instead of outright calling him a non-challenge, she lets him fill in the blank himself. The final shame really is vague but dripping with condescension. The repetition of toss, catch, roll makes her seem completely at ease, which contrasts with Jordan's tension. Hmm. Hello, the Oreo Ritz. Didn't know Mark Bunker was live, but he's been putting out some good stuff lately. A lot of good stuff. And the restorations of like older videos. Those are cool. I was watching the Nibs interview on fucking the 1982 Clearwater hearings. Have a great rest of your week, too. We're just supposed to get a little bit of snow this weekend. Supposed to have a kind of a storm from Saturday to Sunday, so it's going to fuck over my door dashing, but what am I going to do? Just need the fucking money. I want to go back to that point and understand why that works. I have the foreshadowing. What type of foreshadowing fits the moment? Definitely not direct foreshadowing. It's either going to be indirect or implicit. I think it's going to be implicit. Hey, the Journey 2020. Welcome. If you are interested in joining, I am putting out invites to whoever is interested. So tired. I should go to bed, but I'm not gonna. What the fuck? I wanted to look at something quick. So, I know that a lot of you may not know what's going on. This is a chapter where Jordan wants to pull a prank on his friend Marcus. And just one little part. Let me read this. I'm just going to read what I have so far. Jordan stood before the open closet. A sweatshirt, jeans, and Converse sneakers would have been the go-to outfit choice on any other day. However, this moment required a special type of judgment, at least for what he was planning. He'd messaged Marcus earlier in the week and asked to meet up at the Twisted Gimlet for 7:30. Never the type to deny a drink, his friend accepted. Get it over with, he thought, as he glanced briefly at the bracelet. Only one bead was lit, dimly enough to be almost negligible, but just a hint brighter than the rest. The grip on his phone tightened while he contemplated potential outcomes. Even the slightest difference from when he had first purchased the accessory caused his heart to begin racing. How long would it be before one bead became two became four, and four to a blinding 10? It felt pointless to consider any positives when a chance existed for her to disagree. Disagree with what? Vivian's voice had yanked him from the thought of another takeover. Jordan tensed up, his phone slipping from his grasp and landing with a soft thud on the carpet. She wasn't in his head this time. Rather, the sound had emanated from behind. He let out an exasperated sigh before picking up his device. His shoulders dropped. While her sudden presence caught him off guard at times, there was a sense of relief in knowing where she was. For fuck's sake, he mumbled, gripping the bridge of his nose. Stop doing that. Adjacent to the closet door was a full-body mirror. The reflection displayed yet another visual manifestation. Vivian sat in front of his powered-off monitor where she was typing away at seemingly nothing. A slightly oversized turtleneck sweater hung loosely on her frame, complemented by a pair of black leggings and matching Ugg boots. No, she remarked matter-of-factly. Entertaining as your anxiety can be, that's beside the point. He wouldn't have normally bothered, but her behavior seemed worthy of question. What are you even doing right now? And then I'm going to have her say, going through your search history. But I had a whole thing before that. I had going through your search history. You're into some weird shit, aren't you? And then the next part. Instinctively, he took a step toward the chair, ready to rip it away from the desk. Here she was, invading another bit of his privacy. But he stopped. Whether she knew his search history didn't matter. She'd always be in the deepest recesses of his mind, exploring every nook and cranny for whatever could be used against him. So now I'm trying to figure out a way to expand upon the going through your search history part. And I mean, as the fact that I told ChatGPT, don't give me a response as if you're writing the story for me, but it ended up doing it anyway. But it's to help teach me about subtext because I didn't really have an understanding of what subtext was. But the example it gave me was going through your search history, she mused, tapping the dark screen with her fingernail. I have to say, you've got some interesting tastes. Jordan's breath hitched just for a second. He knew better than to react. She wasn't looking at his search history. She was looking at him, waiting. He stepped forward, hand twitching at his side. He could yank the chair away, tell her to stop, but she was already in his head, sifting through things he couldn't hide. Why this works. Vivian's playing a mind game. She knows she doesn't need an actual screen. She's taunting him by pretending to read his thoughts. Jordan's hesitation is more layered. Instead of just stopping himself, he recognizes that he's already lost some control. The unspoken tension is highlighted. Vivian isn't just invading his space, she's testing him, pushing for a reaction. Try revising 1 or 2 lines of dialogue or action in your scene to include subtext. Focus on what's unsaid but implied. How can body language hint at hidden tension? And does Jordan react more than he speaks because he knows words won't change anything? All good. I've just been working on the same chapter this whole stream, so you haven't really missed much. I should probably go to bed. It's fucking 11 o'clock. When am I scheduled to dash tomorrow? I am scheduled for 10 a.m. to 12. Let's make it 11 a.m. to 12. It's not 11 to 12 noon. It's 11 to 12 midnight the next day. Saturday, I have to schedule for... Can't go until like 1 p.m. So let's say if I leave, get home at like 2. Ew, that's that's gross. I don't want to go there. Book from like, we'll say 2 p.m. Sunday is Super Bowl Sunday, so I'm probably going to get some good orders for that. We'll do 11:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. That'll work. Fucking DoorDash. It's not what I wanted to do. I want to show intrigue without her directly telling him something is intriguing. I'm gonna try that. I've never had to write a manipulative character before, and it's very fucking difficult. Oh god. I ended up saying, going through your search history, she leaned forward, chin resting between her thumb and forefinger. My taste in psychology seems to be rubbing off on you. Quite the improvement, wouldn't you say? I'm trying to figure out how he's going to react to this. So here's a question I'll pose to myself. How can his reaction indicate his feelings of vulnerability and the invasion of privacy? Actually, I'm going to fix this. You nailed the indirectness. Now you can fine tune her delivery to make Jordan squirm a little more. Try adding a small tweak. What if she makes it sound even more hopeless for him? You've got a long way to go before you truly understand the human mind. You're learning, I'll give you that, but you're still so naive. It's cute how hard you try. No, 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 no. All right. Hey, Antics. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. If you're interested in hopping on and just shooting the shit, by all means, I can send you an email. What am I doing? Oh, I'm so tired. I really do need to go to bed. Fuck. Yeah, how much snow are we supposed to get this weekend? Shit. Eating dinner. Okay. A weather alert goes back into effect Saturday evening as another storm system takes aim at this area. Widespread snow moves in after 9 p.m. on Saturday, becoming heavy after midnight. Snowfall rates may eclipse 1 inch per hour for a period before sunrise. Fuck. Light to moderate snow persists till midday, tapering in time for us to still enjoy the Super Bowl. Early forecast has a widespread 4 to 8 inches of snow. Well, I am not door dashing on Super Bowl Sunday. That's fucking great. One of the best days. And it's fucked. I still got Friday and some of Saturday, so I'll try to make the best of it. So how can his reaction indicate feelings of vulnerability and invasion of privacy? We're going to say reflexive idea to pull her away from the computer. Soon realizes that his efforts are futile and that she understands what he's thinking anyway. Maybe he has the idea that her knowing what he is trying to learn is like the enemy learning your next move. I'm watching a video. Just hang on. Okay. No, I don't want to say that. I want to refer to that a different way. Yeah, antics. I'll let you know you'll see if I'm still on. Have a good night. Hello, Journey. Welcome back. Hope the anime was good. I gotta stop getting distracted. I gotta focus. Cool. What anime was it? Dr. Stone. Never heard of it. It's an interesting concept. Petrified people. I don't watch enough anime, but then again, I'm not a huge fan. I'll watch a few things. It's just one of them is just like kind of a joke anime, but I watched the Ghost Stories English dub. Fucking hysterical because they just let those voice actors just go insane with it. Probably not suitable for kids. What else have I watched? Bow Fury. I don't want to get hurt, so I'll max out my defense. That was a good one. I've seen some Sword Art Online. A little bit of One Piece. I want to watch Black Butler. I've read the first issue, but I haven't watched it. I watched Castlevania, Cowboy Bebop, the live action, I should say. But yeah. Okay, I gotta. I will get this paragraph done. Ah. Oh, I haven't seen the part where they mentioned Scientology, but I'm definitely gonna check it out. Now that I know that that's a thing, I will definitely watch that. Carmen will get a kick out of it too. I think we only saw episode 1 together. Yeah, we only saw episode 1 and some of the most famous, like, funny clips on YouTube. the rabbit, the cat, the police station. What else? Pajamas. Oh my god. What else? The running track. Not as crazy as I was expecting. Christian Girl. You have it on your channel as a short. Ooh, guess what I'm watching? Let's go to The Journey 2020. Shorts. 2016 comedy anime Ghost Stories dub. Our theory is bogus as Scientology. That's fucking awesome. That is awesome. I love that. Don't mean to be pushy, but Journey, would you be interested in joining the stream tonight? All right, well, guess who's getting the email? Always good to have some company, even if I'm not doing shit. Go here. Click on invite, copy. Nope, sent to this one. Reply. Paste it. Send. I shall see you shortly. I hope to God you're adopted. Oh my god. That was one of my favorite clips. Whenever you're ready, I sent the email. Is that link not working? You're not showing up in the studio. All right. Oh, didn't notice. Separate camera angles.
Fun.
All right.
That was so weird.
Yeah, I don't know why that happened.
My computer wouldn't. The reason why it took so long kept saying something was open. I'm like, I just turned you on, and it was telling me like it's Skype or Zoom is on. So turn off those cameras and then restart your computer. And I'm like, so I did, and then I'm like sitting here. I'm like, oh, forget it. Just go on the iPad. It's gonna be a weird angle. And then all of a sudden, as soon as I clicked that, my camera went on. I'm like, fine.
You're like, you fucking kidding me?
Yeah. I was like, is anybody else's like weird internet? But then also like, come on now, you can connect.
Welcome to the stream.
Thank you.
Oh,
this is California, Holly.
All right, now we're good. I see cards.
That's all of California.
Oh God.
Yep. Most are closed. All I am finding now is the closed ones, and I was like, oh, you count as an entity. It's like how many closed versus open?
How many of them are actually closed?
A lot. And here's the other thing. I'm so excited to tell someone because I was like, I don't know how to make. I'm gonna make a video of it. But in LA, they own the whole guarantee bill, whatever.
HGB, yep.
Yeah, they move office. First, they said the Wise International was closed, but then the Wise International was open, but in the same building. And I was like, what's the difference?
That's
the one that's closed
doesn't make sense.
Is suite number 701, but they moved to 700. It's like, that counts.
So what's that, like the next door?
Yeah. That's why I'm like, did they start off not giving you a window and then you worked a window, or you had a window and you decided no?
And this was Wise International?
Yeah, yeah.
Hold on.
It's a guarantee building.
Closed from suite 701 and moved to 700?
Yeah, it's on Google Maps. It has It's 6331.
Yeah. 633.
It's hilarious. I was like, you know what? You
Hollywood
moved.
Boulevard.
You opened it and you moved. That counts as a closed.
I'm looking at SMY.
It's so weird. Because I was like, what's the whole point? I was like, whatever.
How are you finding out the suites?
Oh. What kind of map are you using?
Hold on. Currently, I'm just typing in Wise International on Google and looking up Hollywood Guarantee Building.
Okay. Because most of the time you have to put in Scientology wise, because if you put in like CCHR, you get the actual government of countries and stuff. So.
Oh, I forgot about the Hubbard College of Administration.
Yep.
Is that still even active?
Yep.
What?
Big time. Especially in other countries.
Still at 320 North Vermont?
Which one?
Hubbard College of Administration, located at 320 North Vermont Avenue.
In California?
Yeah.
Why am I looking at the cards? I have it on the map. I'm sorry, you said 321?
No, 320 North Vermont Avenue in LA.
Yes.
Okay.
It's still open. People go to it, and actually, this is why I'm trying to investigate this one Scientologist that says she's licensed in a video, but on her page it says she's certified as a therapist.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that.
Yeah, but she went to Hubbard College, and it's for business, and some but I'm pretty sure you can get a certificate online. I think that's why. But how do you say your license? Because a license and certificate are two different things.
Yeah, she's certified in bullshit.
Well, yeah. Oh, it's all Dianetics, and she sells all the books online through her business. That's why I'm like, I'm sorry. Trying to follow here.
I'm looking at some of the Wise lawsuits. Found out, I don't know if you know about this one. 1998, dentist Roger N. Carlston sued for religious discrimination by former employee Susan Morgan, who alleged she was fired for refusing to take a Hubbard Administrative Technology stats course. A Rhode Island Superior Court judge, however, cleared the dentist of the charges. Wait, why was he cleared of the charges?
Pressure.
What the fuck?
That's and this is why people are afraid to sue. But I think with all eyes in the internet, because 1998, internet was not like it is now. You made the websites yourself. That's why it was the .com um, era. In 99, it was the .com because Google didn't exist.
I'm looking at the actual article. A Superior Court jury has found dentist Roger Carlston did not discriminate when he fired his former receptionist. Morgan asserted that the course was thinly veiled Scientology. She sought $12,000 in lost wages. Carlston said he fired her because of her job performance. Although he believes in the church, Carlston said he never tried to impose his beliefs on her. I'm going to say bullshit on that.
And
without even knowing the case, I'm just going to call bullshit.
With Wise Company, that's why there's a 2001 and a 2004 Wise Company list, but I can't find anything past that. And that's why most of those people are dead. Because that was, early 2000s. And one had a florist. I checked her. She's on L. Ron Hubbard Way now.
Of course she fucking is.
Yeah, she's 71 or 72 or something. So I'm like, I gotta make my own list. So I'm finding slowly, but I'm trying not to, show my hand on how I'm getting all this intel. But yeah, it's basically I struggled with it because I'm like, it's kind of like finding all the Catholics or whatever. But I'm like, no, it's not, because this actually has their own system of what you go through, and you have to apply it to work there. And that's why they only want Scientologists working with them. So it's really weird. So that's why I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna make the list and make people, educate people. I have to look at it as unbiased, because it's like, I'm not wanting to ruin you, but I want to, if there is any crimes or any, things shuffled underneath a rug or whatever you want to, whatever analogy it is. But it's, it's so easy now to put stuff out there and have people decide for themselves. So that's why I'm like, oh, I'm going to go find everyone. And then I'm like, I'm still finding everything. I just got what they call it, PAC base.
Pacific Area Command.
Yeah, it's Pacific. Well, but then they call it now Pacifica.
Oh.
And they
Sure.
oh yeah, I gotta show you.
Yes, please do.
They totally, what do they call it? Oh, my brain's fried.
What does it do? What does the area do? The
Oh,
thing that
it's
you're
just
trying to
a blue
name.
building.
Yeah, I call it Big Blue Pack.
Yeah, it's where you live though,
Oh,
residential,
the
but they
Birthings?
made it to where they like opened it, but it's been standing for a long time. Thank you very much. It's on there because I was stuck in LA with these stupid numbers, addresses,
Mm-hmm.
and they use the same address for the same damn building, but it's across the street on a different store. I was just like, that's not the same thing. And then I looked on their website, and it's like, you know how they love red ribbon ceremonies?
Yep.
They reopened um, that building that Tori Magoo sits in front of most
Oh
of the time.
shit.
But they just renamed it, and they photoshopped the side of it with the name, but there's no name on it.
Huh.
So it's in the picture. Um, uh, they named it Pacifica something building. Here, I'm just gonna call it the Pacifica building because Pacifica Cafe is inside the restaurant.
Yeah, that's over off of Fountain Ave, I think.
Yes. They made it an ideal.
Of course they fucking did.
Pacific Bridge.
Pacific
Pacifica
Bridge.
Bridge. Like
Is it
named
like Bridge Publications? Like the fuck?
but that's why I was so confused. I was like, what the hell is this? And what the hell is the fountain? They named a so what they love to do also that I'm finding is that any birthing or any like hotel, they
Mm-hmm.
call it a retreat.
Yep.
That's what the building.
Sandcastle, Osceola,
Yes,
fucking
they
all
call it
that
the
shit.
fountain and not fountain retreat. And I'm like next to the parking lot in LA.
Wow. What a beautiful retreat. I get to see
They opened
cars.
that one too with blue red, and that's been standing there
My God.
and been housing people. They just need to do something. We have ribbons. We have a load of ribbons. We need to start putting out there.
I was gonna say in that organizations and places document, if you go to income, I have a little bit of it. I don't know if this matters, but I have a little picture with a few different areas of Big Blue circled. And like one of them is just like, hold on. So the red circle is the main staff entrance, the yellow circle is the income computer room, and the green area is the mail receipt entrance, which includes data entry and data storage.
See, that's what I wanted to know about these buildings. That's why I was so I'm confused.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh, what they call this a magical village
Magical Village.
across the street from. I'm gonna send you these things because I'm like,
Please
am
do,
I
because
the
I
only
would love
one
to
freaking
update my
seeing
shit.
this weird crap with this map? I'm gonna send you in the private chat the page I'm looking at.
Okay.
Grand opening.
Oh my God. Let me see what we got here.
And
Pacifica
then
Bridge. Wait, expands to citizens serving your record numbers. Wait, that's not.
no, but that's the fountain retreat by the
That's the
parking lot.
fountain retreat. Okay,
Yes,
what's the.
but if you scroll down, um, in the middle it says the Ideal Pacifica Bridge.
Uh-huh.
and you click on that, and it'll bring you to that building.
Hold on. Adjacent to the Church of Los Angeles, Asho. And finally, the ideal AOLA. What's the difference between the Fountain Retreat and AOLA? Or are they the same building?
Retreat is where those people live. It's just a building right next to the parking lot.
Oh.
It's a standalone building.
Oh, each of the 59 studio apartments and single bedroom suites.
Yeah.
Is perfectly configured for parishioners to audit themselves to the state of clear and OT. You know, because they gave a shit about feng shui. Yeah. Oh my God.
And then the next one is and nothing is really on that building. So the American St. Hill is right after the picnic benches, the tables and chairs.
Mm-hmm.
That's where they put the stage. So the American St. Hill is on the right, further to the right. That big blue building has nothing on it. They put that Pacifica, whatever the hell, and it's ideal.
The ideal Pacifica Bridge.
Yeah, it's been there the whole damn time. Why are we naming things?
Spans the entire range of services on LR and Hubbard Way. Okay, so the ideal Pacifica Bridge is a series of buildings, is a series of locations.
Well, of course it's a series of locations. How many buildings do you have right there?
Church of LA at the intersection of Sunset. Hold on. So you got the Church of LA, Asho, and AOLA. And then the Fountain Retreat.
Yep, which is at the end, like facing it.
I still can't believe they call that a fucking retreat.
That's what I'm saying.
Like they're gonna be out in the countryside in.
If you grew up in an apartment, did you know you grew up in a retreat?
God.
That's why I was like, oh my gosh, it's Clearwater.
Studio apartment.
Mm-hmm. And one bed.
Well, yeah, no. I mean, if you're bringing somebody with you, you should be married to them or some shit. I don't.
You know how much money they spend for this crappy, cockroach-infested area?
How much? I am very curious what their rates are.
Oh, just unbelievable.
Please explain.
Oh. Well, let's see. I want to keep all the tabs, but then I save them and they go away, Mm-hmm. So I looked up the rent, how much the building is worth, and how much, like if there is a room for rent or whatever. I go into that detail.
That's okay. I want that.
That's why I was like, oh, you want to know how creepy I get? I troll them, and I do this like reversal back checking, and I go into who lives all there, and it gives me all their details and past lives, past addresses, and how long they've lived there.
Mm-hmm.
In trying to figure out, because it's definitely not up on here, and I closed it out here. I hoard things. Oh my gosh. So let me see.
You are a hoarder of knowledge
that I can't find because I know there is an aspirin epidemic.
I'm looking at like all these pictures of the grand opening.
I know. Okay, all these grand openings also have really weird numbers that I know cannot fit in that space.
Ugh. I don't know why. I'm looking at the pictures from the whole thing, and number 11 is a picture of a desk and a chair, and on the desk is a Mark 8 with a fucking one-handed can holder thing. One-handed cans.
Are
It's
you
like,
looking at
ugh.
the Pacific Bridge or the
I
other one?
am looking at the Fountain Building.
Okay.
It's just, I hate seeing the e-meter just sitting on a desk like it has any fucking use. I don't know why that ticks
Oh,
me
they
off, but it
photoshopped the
does.
hell out of this. They photoshopped the hell out of this, guys.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And you said 11?
Photo, I'll send you the link.
Yep, I got it.
Okay, yeah, photo number 11.
Yep. I'm shocked that there's a lefty and a righty type of cans.
Like it fucking matters. If it's single-handed, what does it matter?
Oh, the dedication of the majestic Ideal Church Scientology in Bogota, Colombia.
Majestic. Sure, that's the way to describe it. Let me check out Tokyo.
Yeah. These are so...
I don't want to see the speakers. I want to see the building. You fuck.
so...
Okay, that's the bookstore. Bookstore and signage. The cafe, which looks like it holds 4 seats. Look for the Tokyo Ideal org and go to picture number 22. Fuck it.
You said 2?
22.
22. Oh, I'll get there fast. Because I
So
know
let me know
where
what you think of that cafe.
Well, it does fit Tokyo. But that's totally made prettier than what it really is. They mock up they oh, the next one. Introductory services.
Yeah. I was too busy looking in disgust at the course rooms.
Yeah. Oh no, these get worse.
Like, now that I know, if I was not knowledgeable about what these rooms were for, I'd probably think they were all right looking. They were kind of well designed. But now that I know their true purpose, I'm like, ugh. Like, sends a shiver down my spine. Just to know that some poor sucker is in there getting told to look in a fucking dictionary or to make something out of, yeah, where's their fucking, oh no, this is the intro services, so this is not the full-on tech course room. Oh no, that's the one to the left of it in photo 23. I think I see a little, possibly, I think I see a little bowl with like maybe a demo kit in there. That's probably the Purif. Yep. No, I think those bowls are demo kits. Sunday services. Fuck you.
Oh
Fuck
no,
the chapels.
that's how it is. And every single one of them is the same freaking weird.
I mean, it is interesting to see how they like decorate everything. I'm gonna go to the CLO for Europe. Ooh, look at the Sea Org picture. I'm gonna send that to you just so you can take a look at it. I feel bad for all the motherfuckers that work here.
Yes. this is what I don't understand. See how it says for Europe,
Yeah.
but then media relations goes straight back to Los Angeles.
Wait, hold on. Let me see that. So I see. Oh, well, yeah. Of course, their media relations is going to Los Angeles. They can't have anybody actually walking into the CLO or contacting the CLO directly. They got to go through their fucking channels of bullshit. Translation facilities. More course rooms. I see the rubber bands, paper clips. Those are definitely word clearing desks. The stupid picture of Hubbard with his little captain's hat on the wall. Abel. Oh my god. Conference room where people are probably getting screamed at on a weekly basis. I look at these offices and I feel not stupid saying this, but I look at these offices and I see like the books that they have on their bookshelves and stuff. I'm like, I own those. I don't know. Almost makes me proud in a way. So you know what? Let's see the inside of Flag. Fuck it. They don't have that many pictures. Fuck you. You got like a picture of the lobby. God damn it. I'm gonna go check out the AO in Europe.
So this is what I would do.
Mm-hmm.
I would take an address. So that address is the Gold Crust Retreat.
Oh my fucking god.
That they own. This is how I found out that they own it. So you just do a reversal and you're like trying to find whatever. I would look up this address and then a name would pop up and just researching as a resident. And I would literally go down that rabbit hole of finding out how much it's worth and and if one was available, it would tell me how much it was worth.
Just looking at the pictures, and I don't know why, but my brain is automatically going back to Ghost Stories dub with the kid going, these pajamas are gay, and my brain just like, these rubes are gay. Oh my god, could you imagine if a gay couple came here to do their services?
And that's what they do.
Yes, but are they allowed to be gay?
What I'm blown away. I'm just blown away. That you just need there's no schizophrenia, there's no postpartum, there's nothing like that.
There's no dyslexia.
We're gonna audit the gay out of you. Like, what?
Meaning we're gonna electrically shock the gay out of you.
I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Because he came from the sex cult it's like, how did you go from one extreme to all of a sudden be like, no one can have freaky sex but me? And you're gonna look at me like I'm the holier than thou. Like, I would never,
How many
ever
fucking religious retreats
anything
do
wrong.
they have? Oh god, a Scientology parent blog. Fuck you.
Yep.
I feel bad for your kids.
Yep. Oh, the more I go down these facilities and websites, there's even apps on your phone that you can download to help you with auditing, with understanding.
Excuse me, such as what?
What?
Because now I'm actually interested. What
Oh,
app?
there's all. Applied Scholastics has an app. Scientology, different Scientology, like dictionary. Their books. They have so much to help you. Even like the Way to Happiness apps.
Those must be on iOS because I don't see them on Android.
No, it's iPhone.
Damn it.
But I'm pretty sure you can find it just looking through the computer.
Probably.
In reviews and whatever. No, I'm shocked with everything that's just, oh, okay. Let's be culty in so many different ways. And call it helpful.
You know what's funny? I'm looking at this blog and it links to different courses and stuff. But hold on, let me skip to here. I'll send you this link. If you go to that website and scroll down to like the courses and then you click on the courses, the pages they lead you to are like not properly finished.
What do you mean?
Like, so you go to that little blog article. You scroll down to one of those little courses that they have as like the blue hyperlinks. Click on one of them, whatever page it fucking takes you to, if it even takes you to a fucking page.
Oh.
Yeah, right. It's like they have placeholder names without actually having anything there.
Yep. Because this is their old website. If you click on the first one, it takes you to the old website for the Washington, D.C. page. That's their old version.
I'm looking at the website now, and I see that it's clearly HTTP and not HTTPS, which makes me wonder. My hacker brain is kicking in and wants to do web enumeration, but I don't want to get caught. I want to like start exploring like subdirectories and subdomains. I'm curious. Hang on. In URL. Try this. Try a wild card. Curious. The Church of Scientology has a robust text file with nothing on it. That's cool. Yeah, I can't fucking write anymore. Dog needs to go out. Fucking Christ. You wanna go outside? What's up, you like? Just eating up some food. Be right back.
Yeah.
It feels easier now than ever for me to actually see manipulation when it happens, but why does writing it have to be so fucking difficult?
Because you're processing it at the same time, so it's not a safe place to be in, and it's uncomfortable. Which it should be the huge warning sign. We're human. Red flags of, hey, you know this shouldn't do that.
Oh. Hello, Jacob Sega Nerd. I have just gotten a letter from Scammer and Reverend Peter Popoff confirming he prayed for Elron and David. I asked him to a few months back. Getting scam mail from him is awful, but it's never as frequent as Scientology hitting your email every week or two. But getting an occultist and a scammer to pray for a bunch of other ones, even automated, is hilarious. That's awesome that you did that, Jake. I forgot Peter Popoff was still fucking relevant.
What? Oh, that's bad. Last April, or at least the news reported it, Scientology bought another building in Los Angeles for $13.5 million.
What's it used for?
Well, it used to be a church.
Douche nozzles.
But it buys Los Angeles creative office property. And I'm like, but that's a church. My gosh. See, this is why I don't go off into the deep weeds anymore. Because I find more when I already have cards I need to go through. Wow.
I was going to say, yeah, let's just hire more staff and make them stressed out 24/7.
Well, this must be an empty building. Because it's
Hello, Gnome Sane. Says Scientology hardly ever picks former churches for its orgs.
Well, it's gotta be something. What? For the COO, Canada, it's an old church. It's an old pedestrian.
Yeah,
You
because
know,
they're jaywalking in the
other one.
chapel.
Other one. Yeah.
Oh my God.
How? We
For Australia's Capital Territory for an ideal org, they picked some government offices from the 70s in Belconnen, saying the Cameron offices are a series of former government offices commissioned by the National Capital Development Commission and designed by John Andrews in the brutalist structuralism style.
Well, that sucks.
What does?
They got another freaking property, and just this year they just bought how many? Like $6, $7, and $8 million in Denmark.
The fact that you're willing to keep up with all this fucking crazy modern shit. But you know what? I'm grateful. You keep up with the modern shit. I keep up with the old doctrine.
I last sold March 24th, 2023, so 2 years ago.
When did you first start getting interested in looking into this?
Last May. It's like I was doing deep dives in Africa for the Scientology, because everybody was talking about here and everything. And I noticed they're bigger in countries and not so controversial. Just because they're just starting to expand. They've been here for a while. But they're in Uganda and everything. And at the same time, T from Perth, Australia. I don't know if you know her.
I've heard of her, yeah. I've subscribed.
She was doing the same research at the same time, but we were keeping our stuff separate, not knowing the other person was doing it, but we were researching the same volunteer ministry, because they were saying there were orphans, but it was really weird because they're still going, and I already went to the FBI with everything. But it was the weirdest thing, because it's like Africa prices for a blanket does not cost $50 for one blanket. Like, the conversion does not make any sense. And they've been building this damn roof for 3 years now.
Oh my God.
So we both were researching and diving into, and I even contacted her ex-husband.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. No, it was this, like, who the hell are you? And the person that was with them for 2 months in Africa even reported them as it's a sham. And she had contacted him, or he contacted her. She started doing videos, but I just did a video. Like, we started doing videos at the same time about it, but she was researching it a couple of months before I even got into it. It was more December, but it was like, oh my gosh. She's like, I need to talk to you. I was like, I didn't think anybody was paying attention to Africa. She's like, either did I. And then, yeah, a person already reported, but the government is really weird over there, and to really have them pay attention to it. So he already gave his deposition a year before we even, and so went to the FBI with it and said, there's this guy and there's this girl in Australia and me, we're all looking at the same thing. So, yeah. So I started researching that first, but then I was like, how do you go over 10,000 church entities and all this stuff, open 3, and it's now over 11,000? Like, you just opened 3.
Same reason that their membership declines by 5,000 and it went up 1.5 million. That's
why I was like, okay, I don't even recognize any in my area. So I'm like, where are they? And that's how I started looking, and then So I found 3 new places in LA just sitting here. Okay.
Fucking Christ. It's like you never realize how much they truly own.
Oh, yeah.
No matter how much you find, there's always more.
Well, and this is why I want to do it, because it's a political thing now, sadly. Because the only way you're going to get lawmakers,
Mm-hmm.
actual people that have influence or, some sort of presence that known in the community, and government and all these entities that you do need, hey, something's happening over here, is numbers and actual facts, and leave your emotion out of it. That's to get their attention, because then you just sound like an emotional, or like you're against them. And it's like, no, these are questionable things that I would like you to look into, because me going to the FBI was the scariest thing. I went by myself, but I had to leave my phone in the car. I'm like, that's where all my info is. And they wouldn't even let me in the door to their security hut type thing unless I had a federal crime to actually report. I had to prove it was federal. I was just like, are you serious? So I did, and they're like, it sounds like just, a regular crime. I was like, okay, if you reverse the freaking pit, because I was just like going like this, I tried to tell him everything. And he's just like, sounds like, just a thing they set up and they're making money. Where's the crime? Or that sounds like a, civil. That sounds like this. And I'm just scrolling with my phone, and then he's like, so what's the federal crime? And I said, I don't know. I'm looking. Like, I got so mad. I was like 15 minutes outside of this little window because and the FBI building is way behind him with a parking lot, but I'm literally talking to this hut. And so I'm like, okay, breathe. I just took a deep breath and I said, if you reverse the images, reverse search on the images, it will bring back to different place, different time. It was government saying they did this water piping and everything, and then all of a sudden they say they're building the actual water piping and everything. And he's like, all right, come on in.
Yeah.
Like, but you have to leave this phone that I got all the information on. I was like, fine, whatever. I got through the freaking door. But then I sat there like a criminal it was like a small room, and I had 3 cameras on me. I had to walk through a metal detector, put my keys in a little thing, like had it like in an airport, and I'm not going nowhere. Like, I just want to report this. Like, give me the papers. I'll fill it out and put it in. And no, it was like an FBI interview.
Jesus.
I went into kind of like the window, like when you go to see a prisoner, and I've only seen it in movies, but I'm still literally sitting there, and there's a roll of toilet paper right here. Like, I didn't expect me to cry. But the FBI agent comes in and he's like, all right, I hear that you're here to report a crime. And he has a little notepad. I'm like, yeah, all my info's in the car, though. But he's like, just tell me the story. But he's like, before you get into it, and apparently I gave him this look as he's like talking, like, I don't want to hear it. Because he sounded like he was disinterested. Like, I'm taking up his time. And he's like, I want you to report it. You go to this website, blah, 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 and all this. And he's like, I'm still going to take the notes, because apparently I gave him this dirtiest look, like, I just want to give you my damn report and leave. And he's like, I will still write it down. Take notes. Like, good.
Well, at least you got through.
I spent an hour trying to, 30 minutes trying to get in and an hour waiting for him. And he was just in that building right behind. And
Just the
security
part where
sitting right
they were like, "What's the federal crime?" And you're just like, "I don't know. I'm looking."
No, I am, because I gave him the whole rundown of what I found and everything, and he's like, sounds just like a personal choice. I'm like, I'm talking to the security guard.
You're talking to a brick wall, is what you're talking to.
I was like, oh my God. And he's like, I just wanted you to know that they're going to ask harder questions than I am. And I was like, thank you.
At least they'll pay attention.
And that's why when the guy was like, you should go here and there, I was like, I'm here. I'm not leaving until someone takes my damn report. Yeah, I did not know it was that hard to report a federal crime. Apparently, they just don't give a shit. Yeah, he didn't even know about Scientology, and I was like, how does the FBI not have this on their like wall of like, they infiltrated you, they infiltrated all this, they like placed a bombing thing on a woman in the late 70s, early 80s. So I'm like, how do you not have this on the wall of like 10 most active entities that to keep an eye on? So
Gnome Sane said, "Imagine if you smuggled in a mini projector and then launched into a full presentation projected onto the wall behind you with a pointer and everything."
I had to empty my pockets, and before I even entered, all I could have is my ID and my keys. That's it. And I had to give my ID, so I had my debit card and my credit card and my key fob. I was wearing, I started wearing jumpers again, so I look like this old lady trying to look like a kid, and I was standing out in the middle of nowhere, and I had to empty out my pockets, and then he's like, any watches, like smartphone, any bracelets, necklaces, what it was like. And I didn't know I was going through a medical detector, but I was like, ID, key. And he's like, any detonators, any pens, any, it was like the most random like search. And I was like, ID, key. I was like, so. And then he kept going down this list of like a bomb or blah, blah, blah. I was like, ID, key. And then I had to place it in a little wooden box and then go through the metal detector right there. I was like, damn. Just give me the paper to fill out. So yeah, no. But all this information I had to give off of memory. And this lady has so many aliases. So I gave him, and he looks at me, he's like, why does she have these aliases? So I was like, I don't know. Oh, I would have had to take it off. I had to even watch anything. I had to put in that little bin.
It's fucking ridiculous.
And all I did was, even the bathroom was locked up. So there was my little room with tables and the metal detector right in front of me. And I'm sitting in this chair with 3 cameras on me. It's not a big room. Security office, and they're staring at me right behind, this wall like of mirrors. And then there's the interview, and then there's this glass door, little hallway, and the bathroom. Each had a keypad to get into the rooms. So don't even have to go to the bathroom. I was I don't want to sound suspicious if I need to go to the bathroom. So nope. I don't go to the bathroom. Yeah. No, that was interesting. And telling T about it, I was like, okay, T, I did this for you. I don't want to do it again. But yeah, no, that's how I got into it. And then I just got into the research part because I would go down to the org, but they're not bringing anybody in. There's not. There's traffic, but they can't be culty. How they distribute the way to happiness and any other propaganda, they just walk around, hand it to people, and go back in. They do not stand there.
I don't know, but it is almost 1:30 in the morning for me.
Yep.
I am probably going to be going to bed.
Yep. Well, I found 3 more entities in California.
Progress.
I just want to get out of California. I'm finally done with California. I can move across.
You think?
I think. Well, until now. Yeah, for now.
So.
But I need to upload this this map that I have. Ugh.
All right.
Bunch of typing. Well, have a good
Thank
night.
you for joining. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah. I hope you got work done and I didn't distract you too much.
I finished the first page of my chapter, so I'm happy.
All right. Sounds
All right.
good. Have a good one.
Peace out. Thanks, everybody.